What are the steps to buying a house in Texas in 2023? My name is Devin Cook, a Texas realtor here in DFW, and I'm gonna be showing you these simple steps to buying a house and letting you know every step of the process so that way if you're looking to buy a house in 2023, you can get started for yourself. Now, the first step to buying a house in 2023 is to find a real estate agent that's gonna help you throughout this entire process. Now, there's a couple different reasons why you would want to pick a real estate agent and get that process started before going to those other steps. The reason being, if you choose a great real estate agent, they're really gonna be able to help walk you through the process step by step, help you understand everything if some of it doesn't make sense to you, and know what you need to do first and what things you can save for later on. So make sure to find an agent that is well aware of your area, well aware of the market, and really can understand and listen to what you're needing in your next home purchase. Also make sure that you find someone that you can trust. And keep in mind that going with your friend or relative who is an agent may not always be the best avenue. Now, the second step to buying your new home, and your real estate agent is going to be able to help you with this next step, is to decide whether you're looking to pay cash or go with financing and get pre-approved with a lender. Now, if you are looking to go with a lender, I would strongly recommend that you go with a mortgage lender and you don't just go with your bank, whether it be Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, or your local credit union. The reason I would suggest that you not go with that bank in order to get your pre-approval and get your mortgage is because they actually don't provide really the best mortgage services. Simply because banks do pretty much everything. They do auto loans, they do your personal checking and savings accounts, which is why probably to you it sounds like the most convenient way to go. However, in most cases, their loan officers are working 9 to 5, they're getting a salary or an hourly rate. They're not gonna be working on weekends or evenings, which is in most cases when you're needing to get on the phone with your loan officer to go over things when you're writing offers. If you do go with someone that is getting paid a commission, a typical loan officer with a mortgage company, you're gonna have a lot better luck getting them on the phone on the weekends, in the evening times, and they're a lot better at hitting their timelines. Just as an example, I've even had an experience with a client of mine. We were under contract on a property. They were using Bank of America, their personal bank. They even backed out of that pre-approval and stopped using Bank of America halfway through the process of buying their home and went with another lender that I recommended because of the service they were getting from Bank of America, and it was just subpar. So not to say that you should never ever use your personal bank, but if it was me, I wouldn't, and that's just a bit of a caution for you. Now, the third step to buying a home is really nailing down your criteria, and discuss this with your real estate agent. Discuss your location parameters, whether it's a certain city that you're looking for, a certain school district, a certain county, or maybe a certain distance to an airport or your place of business. Also decide on your price point, whether you want a pool or not, 2-story, 1-story, bedrooms, bathrooms, updated, not updated. Discuss all of the things that you're looking for, and then focus on the top 2 or 3 that are the absolute must-haves. And typically for most people, those are gonna be the location and the price. Those are oftentimes the most important aspects for anyone looking to buy a home. And so if you find a home that is in your preferred area, in your preferred price range, but maybe it doesn't have all of the updates that you're looking for, well, those are things that you can change later on down the road. Things you cannot change down the road is the location without going on and just buying another house. So make sure you really prioritize those top 2 or 3 things that are really the absolute must-haves for you in your next home. Now, step number 4 is to get out and start viewing homes. It's not necessary, keep in mind, to go out and see 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 homes. It's just not necessary, and honestly, you're gonna get exhausted, your agent's gonna get exhausted. I speak from experience. And what you should really do is go online and narrow down a list of top 5 homes that you're most interested in. And it's gonna be fairly easy if you really nail down your area, nail down your price and what you're looking for, to pick just 5 homes that could be your next home to live in. And once you've picked out those 5, go ahead and schedule showings for each of those, and then go take a tour. And then what I would suggest is you pick your top 2 or 3 homes from those that you saw and decide whether or not you want to submit an offer on one of those homes. You can even submit an offer on 2 homes if you'd like to. Just make sure that your realtor knows how to juggle submitting multiple offers on multiple homes while protecting your money at the same time. Now, step number 5 is to get your offer accepted. And once you've gotten your offer accepted, you get to move on to step number 6, which is that under contract portion of buying a home. And that's gonna encompass getting your inspection, getting your appraisal, getting all of your loan documents, documents into your lender and making sure that you are getting final loan approval on the home and making sure that any items that show up on the inspection that need to be taken care of are negotiated and taken care of before you move in. Keep in mind that there's no such thing as a home failing an inspection. Homes are always gonna have things wrong with them. When you get an inspection, even on a brand new house, you're gonna have a 40, 50 page long report with 20 to 30 things wrong with the house. That doesn't mean these are deal breakers. Inspectors can flag extremely minuscule things that really just don't matter. Sometimes they'll even flag things like a squeaky door hinge. So just be aware that not all things the sellers have to take care of. And in some cases, the sellers don't want to take care of anything or as minimal as possible. So your goal with your agent is going to be to make sure all of the big ticket items, the roof, the foundation, the plumbing, the heating, the air conditioning, the electrical, all of those items are in good working order. And if they're not, see what you can do to negotiate those with the sellers, or maybe you can always back out if that's something that just is too much for you to handle. Now, I believe we're on step number 7, which is to close on the property, meaning that you're gonna show up to the title company ready to sign practically your life away. You're gonna have your government ID, you're gonna have your check with your closing costs, or you're gonna have pre-wired those to the title company. Then you're gonna try not to get carpal tunnel syndrome as you're signing a massive stack of documents. And then after you've signed all those documents and the sellers have also signed their documents and the lender and title company have sent all of the money to the appropriate places, you're gonna get notification that the loan has closed and funded, and you're gonna be able to pick up keys and move into your new home. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down below in the comments.